Okay, let's look at the anatomy of the penis. Most of the nerve endings are concentrated either at the tip or just underneath where the tip meets the shaft. So this is the most sensitive part, and it will respond to almost any kind of stimulation by the tongue or the lips. But as you move down the shaft, there are fewer and fewer nerve endings, and so the sensitivity decreases, which means that mere touch is no longer enough. You now need pressure to really build up that intensity, which is why so many men end up using that death grip to masturbate, because it gives them that pressure that they need. So when you go deep throat, what actually happens is that the tip, which is the most sensitive part and would respond to almost any kind of stimulation, is now stuck over there, getting almost no kind of stimulation at all. The shaft, which really needs pressure to get it going, is now stuck over there and is not getting the pressure, because if you were to give it the pressure it needs, you'd end up biting on it. And the base, which has the least amount of surface sensitivity, is getting all of the lip action, which is of very little use to it. Now, having said that, of course, there are men who really enjoy deep throat, but that is more psychological rather than physical, because it's the story that we've been fed. We're constantly being told that it's the best kind of blowjob. Porn is constantly feeding us with these very exciting visuals of dominance and control, so that the whole thing becomes a very powerful fantasy. And while that is a completely valid turn on, it is also really important to remember that this is not from actual nerve stimulation, but rather what the brain has decided is very exciting. So instead of pushing yourself into unnecessary discomfort, do things that actually feel good. Use the tongue, use the lips, play with the temperature, change the pressure. Do things that give you both pleasure, because if you are actually throwing up in order to satisfy him, that's not pleasure.